Tip of the day, kids. Don't throw leg kicks against power punchers.
But let's be honest, Michael. It's a little more complicated than that. Of course, it's very easy to criticize Corey Anderson after the fact, but that leg kick was actually thrown with a purpose. In retrospect, we obviously know it was a bad decision, but in this video we'll just try to explain why did Corey Anderson throw that leg kick. Because I can assure you, the goal was not to get slept. So in this fight, Corey was moving well and was dictating the pace. He was using feints, head movement, and good circling ability. And throughout the contest, he was pretty much the aggressor. To get inside striking range, Anderson was quickly moving both feet forward and was then using that window of opportunity to attack Jon. When Corey was getting inside, Jon was often exiting the pocket to Anderson's right side. Now look at this very important sequence that happened seconds before the knockout. Anderson advances with a couple steps towards Blachowicz. He tries to find his range with his left and throws a big right hand. Jon leans away from the punch and again circles to Anderson's right side. While leaning away, Blachowicz responds with the left hook and he even deflects Anderson's arm with his counter. He touches Anderson with a punch, but that left hook is not a KO threat from this position because Anderson's head is naturally going away from the strike. But look at that position. This was a crucial moment for both gentlemen because it will eventually lead to a shocking finish. Look at Corey's head position. Look at his left hand. But also, look at Jon. And ask yourself, if you were Corey at that particular moment, what strike could effectively intercept Jon's movement? Here's a hint. It's not a flying knee. Corey Anderson, in that moment, saw a tendency, and he was looking to exploit it. But there's a small problem. If you expect someone to react exactly the same way every time, you might be surprised when that person mixes it up. And that's exactly what happens only seconds later. Corey Anderson steps inside the pocket and then throws the right hand, expecting Blachowicz to move on the outside right into his leg kick. If Jon would have had the same reaction as before, that leg kick would have been very effective. But this time, Polish Power Jon has another idea. Because he knows Anderson's timing on his entries, because he has predicted his head position, Jon lowers his own head, plants his feet, and unleashes a massive overhand. He knows where Corey's chin will be, because Anderson often uses the same line of head movement when he strikes. That makes him an easier target to intercept. The right hand lands full force with perfect timing and devastating precision. Look at Corey's position. His head is hanging there at the very same spot as before, and his left hand is way down. On one leg, there's almost nothing he can do to try to stop what's coming. He cannot defend the unexpected strike properly, and he gets knocked out instantly. Some people said that Corey threw that kick with no setup, but he did try to set it up with movement in his right hand to try to make Jon circle into the leg kick. It wasn't an effective setup by any means, and the kick was hidden terribly, but to his defense, he didn't throw a completely naked strike. In many ways, that KO was a perfect storm. Corey thought Jon would show a predictable reaction, and he didn't. On the other hand, Jon thought Anderson's head position would be predictable, and it was. Blachowicz then capitalized with a very accurate Polish power punch. Corey Anderson is still a very good fighter. His idea of throwing that leg kick wasn't necessarily bad, but it was indeed poorly executed. The left hand down, the premature dipping of the head, the predictable timing. Maybe he should look at some Justin Gaethje tape to improve that part of his game. But even if he does, a question remains. Is the risk versus reward ratio worth it? Because that kick could have been effective. But is the reward juicy enough to justify the risk?
I love you, but no!
Well, Michael Chiesa doesn't believe so. And I have to say, neither do I. That being said, I hope you guys now have a better understanding of why Corey Anderson threw that leg kick. Props to Jan Blachowicz, amazing KO. It will be between him and Reyes for the next crack at Jon Jones. But who would you rather see fight for the title next? Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe.